Well, good afternoon everybody. It's Wednesday, March 22nd, and as you notice, I'm in my semi-truck and I'm actually hauling manure with it. Wind's blowing terrible today, so when I get out, I get sorry for the wind. You have to live with it. I'll get my loader. There's our bowls right there, and here's a pile of junk. I guess I'll start out by saying today's my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Get to haul poop, so that's pretty exciting. But as farmers and whatnot, we we don't get our birthdays off. We necessarily don't get holidays off. We don't get weekends off. When the work's there, you got to do it. So I'm not looking for sympathy or nothing and whatnot. I love what I do. That's why I do it. If I didn't, I don't think I would be here. It's a lot of headache and work for if you didn't like what we're doing. So I do enjoy it. So that's that. A second note, my daughter, she also has her birthday today. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's what my wife gave me last year for my birthday, was a daughter. And she's healthy and doing well. Kind of a little turd, but I think that's how most children are. So that's pretty cool. Not everyone can share a birthday with their child, and it just happened, I guess. It wasn't planned, didn't try it, that's the way it worked out. So that's a good deal. And I will let you guys know I did end up ordering a new chain for my manure spreader. I got some parts made to fill in the gap on my where that back piece was, and we will show you that here when I get the new chain. Hopefully, they're hoping I can get it by Friday, but I ain't gonna hold my breath. It's a Wednesday right today, and so we got that going on. I decided to go with the new chain because if we keep it, I feel a lot better putting a new chain on it. Then I know the chain's good. There's no question. Hopefully it don't break again. I know a lot of people think I should probably get rid of it and get a different one. If they brought me their checkbook, I would sure write a check for me to get a new manure spreader. But it's a lot harder to do it when it's your own checkbook, because that's a lot of money to go buy to just go haul manure. And yes, it's a job that has to be done, but that little dinky thing we've got, I guess really in reality probably is not that really dinky. It might be real dinky compared to some people's, but it's really not that small. And it actually does work fine when it works. It's just I wish it wouldn't break down. Supposed to get like an inch and a half of rain, according to one weather station, and the other weather station shows that we're only going to get right around 3/4 of an inch. So I guess you tell me what weather station to believe, and I'll tell you how much rain we're supposed to be getting. But I figure I can work on my manure spreader in the rain, where I can't. If we end up getting an inch of rain or more, there's no way I'm driving my semi-truck here out into a field to go dump it at the end of the field without really causing some damage to the ground or getting stuck. So we are thinking about renting a different manure spreader for a few days, or a couple days, to get some done. Get the manure hauled if I don't get our spreader going, or if it breaks again. We'll see about that though, I'm not sure. Today I spent a little time on the internet last night, I guess. I was just looking at that big iron. I look at that every week. And I ended up seeing something on there that was going cheap. New, it's about $2,000 or $3,000, and I bought it for around $430, I think. My wife ended up bidding on it while I was gone. I think we got it for $430, so that's pretty cheap compared to what a new one costs, and I think it'll work. I'll have to do a little modification to it to make it work perfect, but that's okay. I have no problem. I think most of you guys see my welding, and I think I can probably modify it to work on my stuff, but I'll just shut up on that before I spoil it. Well, that'll be coming here in a couple weeks when I get that part or piece. I've got someone that's gonna pick it up for me, I think, and bring it down. A friend of mine, so that'll work out good for us. And anyhow, I guess I'm about got my trailer loaded, so if you guys want, you guys can stick around and go on a little ride to my unloading spot. I'm just gonna pull this out of the way a little bit. Last time I was parked in the way. Those cows you can see over the fence there. Here's our bulls right now, and that pen needs cleaned. But over that fence and over that cane, those are, over there are our heifers. Just so everyone has an idea what's going on. I had a text message I was reading. I actually tried to make this video last load, but my phone kept ringing, so I never got it answered. Or I finally just gave up making it and went with that. Sorry for the wind, guys. Can't help it. But that pen needs cleaned, but I have a hard time cleaning that pen when there's animals in it. And I don't want to watch the gate. I don't have anyone to watch the gate, so that's why I'm hauling the stockpiled stuff. This pen here is a pen of fat cattle, or going to be fat cattle. We kept them from when we sold the rest of them. I've got about 15 in there that I'll let you guys in on the numbers on some of them when it comes time to share that. What numbers as far as feed cost and stuff. I probably won't go into what they bring and whatnot. I figured people can use their own. People that care can probably get online and look it up. Whether it's mine or someone else's, you can always get online and look at what the markets are, and then you can do your own math from there, I guess. But my kids' miniature ponies. I think my air conditioner quit working. This is where we're calving the cows out, this big old field. You guys been out there with me on the Honda wheeler and the side-by-side before. That's this pen, and that's where we got some equipment parked. If anyone needs an 8-row planter, that one's for sale. There's a full straight head for sale there, and there's actually a 16-row planter for sale in the yard. In a selling mood this week, next week, and probably the week after that until everything's sold. So if anybody wants something, that's that. We've been moving pears up to this field on the corner, which you can't see any because they're all laying down. There's a group of trees. They're all laying down in the trees up over there. But it's just right across the road. It's working pretty good. Just a lot of these shit cows and you don't got near as many. I think there's like 60 up there or something. This is a rye. Well, it was alfalfa and I sprayed it out. I planted rye on it. And my intentions are to hopefully get these bales moved off here before too long and put electric fence around it. And once pears that are on the corner and this rye gets tall enough, we'll just move the electric fence and let them graze that rye. And then we'll probably end up grazing it off once or whatever, and then letting it grow back and haying it. That's kind of the intentions anyhow, but I kind of fly with that rye by the seat of my pants, just depending on how it's working and what we got on it, whether I just spray it out and plant something or do something else. But today it's windy enough hauling this manure with my end dump. I've got to dump into the wind. So I'm scared if I dump sideways or whatever that the wind's strong enough to tip me over. And I don't think it probably is, but that box being 26 foot or more up in the air, it's a lot of leverage on it, so it might not really take all that much to roll her over on her side, and I really don't want to be the one to do that. So this trailer was actually rolled before I bought it, or tipped over before I bought it, so I don't want to do that again. It was all fixed. They broke the cylinder that dumped, so it's got a new cylinder on it, and I've hauled a lot of silage with it and a lot of manure. Bought it mainly to haul silage, and it just happens that this actually works really well to haul manure. You can get a lot of manure hauled in a day when you're stockpiling. I wish I had beaters on the back or whatever and an apron chain, and I could flip the switch in the cab and spread it as I'm hauling it, but unfortunately that costs a lot of money to get a setup like that too. So that's just something. Everything costs money. A lot of money, it seems like, anymore. Must have a couple pounds in here. She's pulling pretty good. But here's starting where I started hauling spread manure, and I think I ended up doing like 30 acres or whatever solid. And I can't tell you how much an acre because I don't know how much, but I've done clear up to a little bit further yet here. Right there, that strip of Milo. I don't know how well you guys will see it, but you can see it's not black over there anymore. But I don't think I'm gonna haul any more manure and stockpile it on the end of the field. As of right now, I've got this little grass patch where I think I'm gonna continue to dump manure here. And that way I can plant my field and I have to farm around it if I end up not getting my manure spreader going or if it breaks down again. I don't know if I said this, but thinking about renting one for a day just to give a different one or a bigger one a try and seeing how that goes, and maybe help us convince ourselves to buy one in the future. But they're just so much money, I don't know how that would be. But anyhow, that's kind of what's going on today. I'll keep you guys with me to dump and show you how this thing goes up in the air, and then after that I think I'm gonna call her quits, especially since I've used a lot of my memory and my battery trying to make the other video that I kept getting interrupted with phone calls and stuff. So but people who do this kind of know that's what it's like. It seems like when you're trying to do something, someone calls, and then when you're not doing anything, nobody bothers you. So I'll show you guys how to dump this, or what I do. Here's my switch. I dump the air out of my air suspension in my truck. Here's my PTO. I engage that, and this is up and down. I engage that. That is for tag, the lock on the tailgate, and the lift for the tailgate. So I'll hit the tag, just my pusher axle. But I got everything on that I need on, and this thing will start going up. And I don't know how well you guys will see how high it is up in the air, but it's a long ways up when it's all the way up. When I'm hauling silage, I actually lift the tailgate up. But this manure is actually heavy enough that it just opens it all the way without anything else. I'm gonna set the brake, just stand on my step and look back. That's how high it's up there. 26-foot trailer. So I guess you guys, I don't know how it'll look on film, but it's a long ways. And anyhow, I'll put it in gear, and I try to go really slow when I go forward. Because little holes and stuff start rocking that trailer pretty good. And you know, hauling silage is a lot different because generally it's on a lot flatter ground, but hauling this manure on this where I scoop manure up and spun out and stuff, it's quite the deal. So the trailer's empty. I put my suspension back in, put the box down, lock the door. I actually get out and I actually make sure the door locks. And then that saves me a headache later when I'm trying to load it, and then I realize that the door didn't lock, and it's just a habit. I gotta wait for the box to go down before I can do anything else anyhow. So, and then I always just kind of peek in to see it's empty, or pretty much empty. I try to be careful not to end up having a bunch hang up in the front, because that'll cause you to tip. Once the box is down, I guess, or you know, pretty much down, I guess I take off and head back to the yard for another one. Now I'm thinking I'm hauling roughly 2 or 3 of my manure spreader fulls, possibly even more than that with this trailer. That's 3 loads right there. My intentions are, once I get done hauling, I'm gonna come over with my payloader and pile it up better and go from there, I guess. But anyhow, I guess we'll let you guys go for now. I'll probably drive back to the yard, I'll record it, and we'll make a high-speed video of loading. I think people like loading, but just driving back and forth kind of gets boring. So that's what we'll do. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys made it this far, cheers, and we'll see you when I get back to the yard. It'll be a high speed after that. So we'll talk to you guys later. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.